A very warm welcome to Didi Krishna Kumari, Manju Nachani ma'am, principals of the Sadhu Vaswani schools across India, Chairman sir, Hira ma'am, and Tarun sir. I'm delighted to have all the eminent mission members of Sadhu Vaswani mission, our in charges, vice principals, headmistresses, teachers, and students present here. I'm Juhi Naresh Adnani from grade 8, and I'm very delighted to have the working chairperson of the Sadhu Vasani mission, Didi Krishna Kumari, as here today. And I would like to give her a very warm welcome on behalf of the entire management, staff, and students of Sadhu Vasani International School, Hyderabad. We are delighted and honored to be chosen amongst all the other schools in India to witness a live interaction with you, ma'am. So thank you for being a privilege. Let us all invoke the blessings of the Almighty with a prayer. Let us all join our hands and close our eyes and sing the prayer song.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva bandhushcha sakha Tvameva vidya dravidam Tvameva sarvam mama deva Vasudeva sutam devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki paramanandam Krishnam vande jagadguru Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya Om bhurbhuva swaha tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi yo nah prachodayat Om bhurbhuva swaha तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I would now like to invite Aditya Pasara of grade 7 to begin our day by a thought from our beloved Dadaji.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Pasara Aditya of grade 7B, and I'm here to share a thought-provoking quote said by our beloved Dada J.P. Vaswani ji. The more you laugh, the more you forgive. The more you forgive, the more you forget. The more you forget, the more you serve. I repeat, the more you laugh, the more you forgive. The more you forgive, the more you forget. The more you forget, the more you serve. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Aditya, for the wonderful thought. May I now invite our chairman, sir, Dr. Harish Meerchandani, to address the gathering.
It's a joy to have our Krishna Didi, working chairperson of Sadhu Vaswani Mission Pune, amidst us. It's a joy to have Ms. Manju Nichani amidst us, who is the rector of all the Sadhu Vaswani institutes and schools in India. It's a joy to have you, ma'am. It's a joy to have you, Didi, with us today. Let me tell you that this school came into existence because of Dada's love for you children. Dada wanted a school in Hyderabad which should spread the message of love, which should be a value-based education school. The values he gave you was character, culture, compassion, and courage, which we strictly follow not only in Hyderabad school, but in all the schools of Sadhu Vaswani group. Dear friends, Dada was concerned that modern education has sharpened the minds and brains of the children, but it has blunted their hearts. They are apathetic to the needs of others. They are apathetic to the sufferings of others. He said, education should be for life. Education should not be for livelihood. He wanted the children to actively involve themselves in the service of the poor and the underprivileged. This is what is taught in all the Sadhu Vaswani schools all over India. The first is service. Dada used to say that service and seva and simran are the food for the soul. Nurture yourself, nurture your soul by doing these activities all over the country. Dada himself was a mixed picture of all the ones. He had the playfulness of Lord Krishna. He had the love of Jesus. He had the simplicity of Buddha, simplicity and silence of Buddha. And he had the mercy and compassion like Muhammad. So he was a mixture of every religion. Dada always said that religion is not going to do anything. It is spirituality which is going to help us. Keep spirituality and religion apart. This is the teaching of Dada for all of us. Dear friends, I remember an incident when Dada was coming back from Shanti Sarovar in Gachibowli. He was awarded in the World Religion Conference about 3 to 4 years back in Hyderabad. We were coming back from Gachibowli, and Dada was to travel back to Pune the next day. On the way, he asked, how far is Kompally, your school, from Gachibowli? So we said, Dada, around 50 kilometers. He said, take me to the school. How can I go back to Pune without meeting my children in the school? We all told him, Dada, it is very far. And he said, no. We immediately informed the school management, and Dada came to the school. Such a huge applause was there for him. See his love and affection for you, my dear children. You are lucky to be a part of Sadhu Vaswani International School, whose mentor, whose guru, had such love for you all. In spite of his limitations of health, he came 50 kilometers traveling all the way from Gachibowli to Kompally. To pay this tribute for his love, I think the best way is to follow his teachings. And he expected you all to be pictures of love, to be pictures of truth, and to be pictures of service. Let us all pledge today that as a mark of respect for this great personality, our Gurudev Dada J.P. Vaswani, we are strictly going to follow the principles, what he expected of us, to follow those principles. These are my words to you all today. Let us keep him in mind when this session goes on. Dada is present here. He will be present with you all throughout the session, and he will bless you all. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. We're always truly touched by your words. May I now call upon Mrs. Manju Nachani, Rector of all Sadhu Vaswani, to share her valuable thoughts with us.
Thank you, dear Krishna Didi, Doctor, Principal of the college, my dear students, and of course, the parents. It is always a joy to be connected to the Hyderabad school. I always treat it as my second home because whenever I come there, I learn something. What a great job the school has been doing, and congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. I'm delighted to know that Krishna Didi is going to share her thoughts with you, and you're going to learn a lot. But before that, let me tell you that you're blessed, you're lucky, your position is enviable because you belong to that school which was founded by my master, Dada J.P. Vaswani. He needs no introduction to you. But let me share with you what I learned from him on one occasion. I was doing my master's and I was reading the book called The Hindu Character. Now that book kept on saying that Gita says, don't expect any reward for the work you do. He said, unless we don't expect a reward, we can't work. So this whole theory has to be questioned. So I asked Dada, what is this? What is this Dr. Narayan writing? Dada told me the intellectuals have a problem, but let me explain to you in a simple way. And this is what he told me. The message which I want to pass on to all the students and teachers today. He said that if each one of us does our duty well, we get the fruit automatically. Then he went on to say that if the teacher teaches well, puts in her best efforts, and the student pays attention and learns well, both get the reward for what they are doing. He said that if the teacher assesses the paper well and sets the question paper well, the students will get what they deserve. So if each one of us does our duty, Dada said today we are living in the world of rights. We don't talk about our duties. Talk about your duties and your rights perhaps will come correspondingly with that. I also want to tell you, my young friends, that today you're living in a world where a lot of technology is playing a role. We're living in tough times. Today you are doing online teaching. I must congratulate the teachers for putting in so much effort to prepare online lectures. Let me tell you, my dear students, that online teaching is not easy. The amount the teachers have to prepare and give you an access to their homes because they are working from home, giving you an access to their own homes. You must learn to respect what is being given to you. By all means, my friends, use technology. You are being prepared for the 21st century, but be the master of technology. Don't be a slave. Know when to use it and how best to use it. I also want to tell you today that you must always respect your parents because the only unconditional love that you get is from your parents. And secondly, from your teachers. Sometimes when the parents fire you, as as Dada had always said, that when mother gives an injection, tells a doctor to give an injection to a child when he's not well, the child screams, he's in pain, but the mother does it only to cure him. Sometimes these things, when unpleasant experiences come to us, they come as a blessing only to cure us, to make us better. And also, my dear friends, this is what I told all my students for every lecture after I finished. Once I always told them, people treat you the way you want to be treated. So always maintain your dignity, always see to it that you give respect and you get respect. People will treat you the way you want to be treated. So don't allow people not to treat you well. This is one in larger life, in family, in small homes, in big homes, in office. People wait to see how you're going to be treated. So this one lesson, my dear friends, you who are the students of Sadhu Vaswani International School, you who are in one of the biggest schools which has the largest number of students in the mission schools, you are blessed that you have a person like Dr. Mirchandani who comes and talks to you every time and continues to keep beloved Dada's ideals. Dada's hope is the young students. Dada's hope is you. Live up to his hopes. And my dear parents, for all of you watching, let me tell you that the children are the richest treasure you have. The richest treasure, more than all your bank balances. Love them, give them the best. You are their role models. They imitate you without even thinking. So be the best role models for your children. Children, respect the unconditional love you get from the parents. Do your best, leave the rest. If after doing your best, sometimes you don't get what you want, learn to say, never mind. Never mind is one word which you all should carry with yourselves, because unless you don't say never mind, you yourself will get stuck. Do your best, leave the rest. After doing your best, my young friends, sometimes things may not be the way you want. Learn to say never mind, because then only you will progress. Your progress does not lie only in material things. Don't follow the way of competition, follow the way of collaboration and cooperation. I pray and bless that may all the students of Sadhu Vaswani International School grow in the spirit of collaboration, compassion, and may you always be happy. And as Dada said, you can be happy only when you make others happy. So learn to appreciate, give the best you have, the best will come back to you. Thank you for having me here. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. It was really amazing to hear you speak. May I now request our beloved principal, Mrs. Kanchan Dulani, to introduce Didi Krishna Kumari to us and brief us about Krishna Didi.
Life without love is empty as a dream. Give love, live love, and be love's flowing stream by our Guruji Dada J.P. Vaswani. Namaste to one and all, to all the important and eminent dignitaries, those who have joined us at the Zoom platform for the live interactive session with Didi Krishna Kumari. It's my highest privilege to introduce our esteemed guest, Didi Krishna Kumari. Fondly called as Didi, sister, Krishna Kumari Thadani has the rare distinction of having had the personal company of two saints, Sadhu Vaswani and Dada J.P. Vaswani. Now, as the working chairperson of Sadhu Vaswani Mission, she oversees their legacy and work in a selfless life of utter dedication and seva. Didi Krishna Kumari came in contact with Sadhu T.L. Vaswani right from her early childhood, her family being ardent devotees. At the age of only 3, she began to live with her aunt, Dadi Sati, at Sadhu Vaswani Mission, who had dedicated her life to Sadhu Vaswani. Growing up in the holy environment of mission, she studied at St. Mira's School and later passed her graduation in commerce from St. Mira's College. During her free time, she served Reverend Dada J.P. Vaswani in various capacities, whom she regarded as her guru and mentor. Didi continued her post-graduation with a double M.Com in taxation and company law, passing with first-class distinction. Rather than pursuing a lucrative career, she dedicated her life to her master and his mission, serving Dada J.P. Vaswani in a personal capacity and accompanying him in all his journeys in India and overseas, from the prestigious United Nations platforms to the meetings with prominent statesmen and interfaith leaders. No task is too small, no project is too big for her. Her devotion is unquestionable. Her fortitude and faith is like a rock amidst the waves of challenges, which she handles deftly. Appointed as working chairperson, she also oversees the vast administrative work of Sadhu Vaswani Mission, which range from educational to medical institutions and 60 plus centers across the globe. A tireless and dynamic leader, she inspires all with her actions. Shy with the words, her action speaks louder, leaving an indelible mark on devotees and workers alike. She is also the coordinator for all mission programs that usually host top leaders in India and abroad. Her power of the pen has moved many devotee hearts. A compiler of Reverend Dada's talks, songs, and teachings, an editor of East West magazine series, she is also an author. Reverend Dada J.P. Vaswani's book, His Life and Teachings, and Historic Visit to Sindh are some of her major books. Her latest biography on Dada, A Messenger of Love, published by Pan Macmillan, includes a close-up look at the poignant last days of Dada's life. I welcome Didi Krishna Kumari to please address our gatherings, and the children are waiting very excitedly to listen to you. Dada Shyam.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, we've come to the most awaited part of the event. Krishna Didi will address the students of grades 7 and 8. May I request Krishna Didi to give her pearls of wisdom to everyone gathered here.
Dada Sham, every one of you, I feel deeply, deeply grateful for having been given this wonderful opportunity to speak, to interact with dear children of the Sadhu Aswani International School for Girls and Boys at Hyderabad. I feel deeply grateful to Dr. Haresh Meechanani, who is a man of fire, to Dr. Manju Nichani, the rector of all the Sadhu Vaswani schools pan India, who takes all the trouble of visiting the schools and guiding each and every school and seeing that the ideals of the masters are thoroughly implemented. I feel grateful to the principal of the school, dear Kanchan. Dear Kanchan, I don't know about whom you were speaking. I'm surely not that person. I'm just a little child of Dada, and I want to stay as a little child at his lotus feet. I feel grateful to all of you, students, teachers who have joined this beautiful gathering. As we all know, this small function has been organized to commemorate the 102nd birthday of our most beloved and revered Gurudev, Dada J.P. Vaswani. If I were to ask you, children, to describe Sadhu, to describe our beloved Dada in one word, what would it be? I'm sure you all will agree it would be love, love, and simply love. His entire life, it was a saga of ceaseless love. And the best part of it was we all thought that his love was tailor-made for each and every one of us. Each one thought that we belonged to Dada and that Dada belonged to us. His love was so pure, so unconditional. He just gave and gave and gave. It was caring love. It was a sharing love. It was a forgiving love. And therefore, we all were drawn to him just as iron filings are drawn to a magnet. Many of us, we use the words, I love you, so often, isn't it? We say it to our parents, we say it to our friends, we say it to so many people. But what is the actual meaning of the word love? That actual meaning of the word love we witnessed in beloved Dada's life. His life was a hymn of love. His life was a praise of love. Every word he spoke, every action, every thought of his vibrated with love. And we all were fortunate to receive, to take a dip in that overflowing Ganges of love. But shall I tell you what true love means? I will narrate to you a small incident from beloved Dada's life. Then, whenever you use the words, I love you, first you will think of that story and then think whether I'm qualified to use the words, I love you or no. Dada was a child of just 8 years old. But from the very beginning, his heart was full of love, was full of compassion. He had the habit since his childhood, he had a caring and compassionate heart, as I said. Every night, when others were fast asleep in their cozy beds, since he was the eldest son of the family, what would he do? In the middle of the night, he would get up and he would take a round of the entire house to see if all are sleeping peacefully or if they need anything. He had a motherly heart. And beloved Dada, it was his habit to do it every night. One night, as he's taking his round, he sees a shadow. He moves ahead. They had a courtyard in their house, and he looks. He was fearless. He was not afraid, though he was alone and all were sleeping in the night. He peeps into the courtyard, and what does he find? He finds the guard whom he used to call Kaka. And he says, Kaka, what are you doing here at this time of the night? And the guard says to him, it's biting cold. It's extremely cold. The winds are so strong and I just could not take them. In Hyderabad, Sindh, not Hyderabad where you are, but in Pakistan, in Hyderabad, Sindh, they had extreme climates. The summer was terribly hot and winters were terribly cold. And this poor watchman, this poor chowkidar, this poor kaka, he could not bear the strong winds. And he said to Dada, I thought of seeking shelter in your courtyard. Beloved Dada could not sleep in the night. When he goes back to bed, again and again, the image of this chowkidar, of this kaka, of this watchman keeps coming in front of his eyes. And what does he do? This little child, just of 8 years, he gets up and he moves around in the house. Is there a spare blanket that I can give him? He finds his own sweater, but he says, how can my sweater fit him? Then what does this child do? He takes his own blanket, he takes a scissor, and in the center of the blanket, he cuts a round hole. And he takes the blanket and he places it on the head of the watchman, and it fits him like a perfect poncho. And he bows down to the watchman. And the watchman had just tears of gratitude for this little child who identified himself with the watchman, with the cold that the watchman was experiencing. And then he comes back and he himself sleeps without a blanket. When the mother gets up in the morning, she finds child Dada without a blanket. And when he gets up, she asks him, where is your blanket, my dear son? And Dada is hesitant. He says, maybe my mother gets angry at what I have done. And when he narrates the story to his mother, the mother hugs him and she says, you did well, my child. I'm proud of you. This is true love. Identifying yourself with the needs of others. You have to not just feel sad about it, but you have to put yourself in their place. Dada would always tell us that the motto of our lives should be, you first, I last. And if today we all, especially children who are so receptive, whose hearts are already compassionate, already loving, if we re emphasize and make a pledge that we will walk the path that is shown by Dada, we will try to put others first. We will put the happiness, we'll place the happiness of others over our happiness. I'm sure our coming to this meeting today will not be in vain. Beloved Dada was a friend of all, not only of human beings, not only of the poor people, but he was a friend. He loved even birds, even animals. He loved nature too. Nature too used to sing to him. He was the lover of all, entire creation. And today, I feel beloved Dada is extending his hand of friendship, his hand of love to each and every one of you. How many of you are ready to accept beloved Dada as a friend? How many of you are ready to accept his hand of friendship? Those many of you who are ready will be blessed. And those of you who are ready will exclaim, in Dada, I have a friend whose ever flowing love has no end. On him I can rely. All my needs he will surely supply. So if you make Dada your friend, be sure all your needs will be supplied. But you don't have to think of your needs. It is only when you think of the needs of others, it is like a boomerang, it's like an echo. When you think of others and fulfill their needs, your needs are automatically satisfied. I would love to speak more to you, but I'm told we are having a small question answer session. And then after that, the most awaited item of the program is a talk by our revered Dada JP Vaswani, which we must listen. In fact, I had thought I would make you all do a small meditation on love, but I see that the time is over. So we will go ahead with the question and answers, after which we all will listen to the wonderful talk of revered Dada J.P. Vaswani.
Thanks.
Can we have Varya Reddy? Varya Reddy, please ask your question to Didi.
Arya, ready?
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Varya and Reddy of grade 8th G. It would give me great pleasure if you could share an incident with Dadaji which has changed your life.
As I said to you, every moment with Dada was memorable. Every word that he spoke was fragrant with love. Every action of his had the hue of compassion. So there is not any particular incident that I can point out. But as you all are also children, I will maybe I'll share this incident with you. When I was a child studying in school, or I think I was in the 11th standard, I used to go to always travel with Dada in my vacation time, because during school time, naturally, I was not permitted to skip school. And so I had to be in Pune. But whenever we had vacations, I had the privilege of joining Dada. Once Dada was in Delhi and I went to join him. He was already on his yatra to Delhi, and that was my first visit to Delhi. So, of course, I was excited to see the capitals of our country and also participate in all Dada's programs. I remember one day it was a off day. There was no program that was organized. So the hosts where we were staying, they said, let's take you all for a little sightseeing and a little shopping. And Dada said, you all must go. He was always considerate. He used to believe that there should be a blend of everything in life. So he also encouraged us that you all go for a short while, go and see the city. And of course, shopping is every girl, it's very, as you all know, whenever we go to a new city, we must do some shopping or the other, whether we need it or not. So I also went. A few of us friends, we went. But as we are made, we got so allured, we were so engrossed. I think we left our house at 11 o'clock and we returned after 9:30 in the night. We didn't even come to know that it was so late. Of course, we had our lunch outside, then we did a lot of shopping, and we really freaked out. And especially I saw the new kurtis that were there on sale. So I just picked up over 10 kurtis for myself, different colors. I just overindulged. And when I came back home, we were actually a bit afraid, but when we came back home, Dada greeted us so well, so well. He didn't even tell us one word that, my dear children, is this the time to come back home? And we were so excited. As children, we told him, Dada, we want to share with you the shopping that we have done. We showed him the colorful dresses that we had brought. He looked at it so lovingly, so lovingly. And then what did he say? Because he had to teach us also. He said, remember the purpose of your visit. Everything in life must be done in moderation. Yes, you must go out, you must enjoy yourself, you must eat well, you must sleep well, but everything should be done in moderation. There should be a balance, strike a balance in everything that you do. Eat in moderation, sleep in moderation, shop in moderation. Today, our demands are growing more and more. If we have a mobile, if a new one comes, we immediately want to get that. We are not happy. We keep on pestering our parents. So there are so many things. Today, we all like to use only branded products. But beloved Dada said, have a moderation, be moderate in everything that you do, live a balanced life. And that really struck me. He did not reprimand me, but he passed on the lesson to me in such a sweet, in such a significant way that it really went home into the hearts of all of us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Next, we have Yashika Reddy of 8B, ma'am. 8B, Yashika Reddy.
Yes, Yashika, speak out. Yashika, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, Krishna Didi ji.
Yes.
I'm Yashika of 8B, and my question is Dadaji has so many good qualities. Among those good qualities, what would you like us to imbibe?
Dear Yashika, I said that in my speech itself, that Dada's life is a mine of qualities, but one distinguishing quality is love, love, and love. I remember when we were children, Dada would tell us, love is the light of life, my child. Oh, brightly let it burn each day. Let us love and spread the fragrance of love wherever we go. Let us love our parents. Let us love our teachers. Let us love our friends. Let us love our neighbors. Let us love those who are unable to love us. Let us love all creation.
Thank you.
Next, ma'am, we have Chetna from 7F.
Hi, ma'am. My name is Chetna from 7th F. So my question is, in our country, there are a lot of atrocities that happen to women and children. How can we, as the younger generation, curb it? Please guide us.
When beloved Sadhu Vaswani, he started the school, what did he say? That the root of education is reverence, and the fruit of education is service. Therefore, Sadhu Vaswani said that reverence should be cultivated in the hearts of every child. Today, alas, it is this reverence that is lacking. If we all develop the spirit of reverence, reverence for the girl child, reverence for women, reverence for children, reverence for everything, then this problem will not occur. In fact, that was the idea that in 1933, Sadhu Vaswani started the. He therefore started a school only for girls so that humanity realizes that the woman's soul will lead them upward on. Dada would say,
Vaishnavi from 7th E.
Namaskar Didi, this is Vaishnavi from 7th E. Didi, what can you suggest for us to be an ideal student?
once again, let me tell you, beloved Dada used to say that it is better that we pick up just one ideal, any ideal that is dear to your heart. It can be truth, it can be compassion, it can be love, any ideal. You choose one ideal and try to bear witness to it in deeds of daily living. Bearing witness is very important. For me, it is so easy to tell you always speak the truth, be loving to all, be caring to all. But when it comes to life, it is difficult to translate it into action. So let us not take up too many ideals. Let us select just one ideal. And until we have built our lives in that one ideal, I think Dada would always say that we have lived a fulfilled life. Our master Sadhu Vaswani, when he was a child, he said he will build his life on the ideal of truth. And you all may have heard the story that though when the results were declared, he was declared as the candidate who had topped the class. But when he received the mark sheets, he found that the teacher had made a mistake in the totaling. So, what does he do? Though he was declared as the student who had topped the class, he goes up to the teacher and he says, "There is a mistake, and not me, but my friend will be the topper." How many of us will have the courage to do that? Let us pick up any one ideal that is dear to us and make it a part of our lives.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Anya Ranasarya of 7th D.
Good afternoon, Krishna Didi ji.
Good
This
afternoon.
is Anya Ranasarya of grade 7D. I would like to ask a question. After the pandemic is over, will you come to school and interact with us?
If you all will call me, it depends on you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have Agastya from 7th A.
Good afternoon, Krishna Didi ma'am. This
Afternoon.
is Agastya of grade 7th A. Can you please share with us the name of your favorite book and why?
Actually, at the moment, I really don't read, but I can share with you one of my favorite books, which I love to read and keep referring to it again and again. It is entitled The Rishi by Sadhu Vaswani. I really love that book, and I think it's reprinted with another title, but it really gives you a map of life, the map of the life of a seeker after God. And I love reading that book whenever I get an opportunity to do so.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Next, we have Anya Gupta from 7th B.
Good afternoon, respected ma'am. I am Anya Gupta from grade 7B. I would like to ask you a question. Can you share your views on the pandemic and its effect on people? And what can I do from my side?
It is true that the pandemic has created a lot of uncertainty. And because of this uncertainty, people have succumbed to fear, to stress, to worries, to anxieties. And in fact, so many have also reached the phase of depression. There are so many now who are in the throes of depression. So it is our duty to see that we help people, that they do not reach that ultimate stage. And especially, this pandemic has rendered so many people jobless. There are so many people who are not able to get even one good meal every day. And therefore, our mission said, let us make Corona into Karuna. And let us be compassionate. Let us share whatever we have with others in need. If you like, you can keep aside a small amount from your pocket money and give it to your parents, give it to your teachers, to your school, so that they can share it with the less fortunate ones. And above all, you all are children. And they say the prayers of children are very, very, very powerful. Every day, as many times as you can, keep praying. Pray to God to make everyone healthy, strong, and disease free. Everyone should be able to build their immunity, should be strong, should be healthy, and should not succumb to fear, to anxiety. This prayer you must offer every day to God.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your guidance.
Now we have Sri Ranjani from 7th H. 7H.
Good morning, Didi. This is Sri Ranjani of 7H. I believe in seeking advices from elders which help us walk into the right path. So, what advice would you like to give us, Didi?
What is your question? To enter the Can you please tell me what's your question?
I believe in seeking advices from elders, which help us walk into the right path. So, what advice would you like to give us, Didi?
Whatever you do, do it with focus, do it with attention, do it with concentration, and try to help as many as you can.
Thank you, Didi.
Next up, we have Aditi Reddy from 8C.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
I am Aditi Reddy of Grade 8C and I have a question for you, Didi. The Prime Minister recently announced a new education policy which brought a lot of reforms in the existing system. Will this policy help in fulfilling ideals and values of Sadhu Aswani in an effective manner? Can you please share your views, Didi?
Actually, I'm not so qualified to talk about the education policy. I think your teachers, your principal, who must have made a detailed study of it, will be able to guide you. But the little that I know about it, Sadhu Vaswani always emphasized that education should train not only the head, but also the hand and above all, the heart. And I'm told that this new education policy has announced that it will give the students a lot more flexibility, a lot more choices. They will be free to choose different subjects and also blend creativity with their education. And they will also be allowed to develop their skills. So in that way, there will not only be development of the head, but there will also be the development of the hand. And I'm also told that this education policy emphasizes on bagless schools, so that children who go to school, many times when Dada used to see little children going to school, he used to say they are not children, they are coolies, they are carrying such heavy burdens on their backs. So I'm told that this education policy also aims at having bagless schools. And thirdly, I'm also told that this education policy is trying to have a new system, or at least a new way of evaluating students, so that the burden of examinations is not causing them undue stress. So if these are implemented, and above all, you get the education which will unfold your heart already in the school, then you will be receiving a triple education of the head, the hand, and the heart.
Thank you, Didi.
Next up, we have V. Laktya Verma from 8th D. V. Laktya Verma from 8th D.
Good afternoon, Didi ji. I'm Lasya of grade 8D, and my question is, what is the purpose of wealth in our life? And we, as the young generations, how should we plan our future?
The purpose of wealth, I think, is that you should be able to live a comfortable life, and then you should share the additional wealth, the excess wealth which you have with others. Wealth in itself is not bad. Dada would always say to be wealthy is not something that you should shun. You should be wealthy. You should put in your efforts to acquire wealth, but be careful that you must acquire wealth in an ethical way and use the wealth wisely and well.
Next up, we have Kritika from 8th E.
Hi, ma'am. This is Kritika from grade 8E. I have a question. I guess recently the government has passed a new national educational policy which says that students will have this schooling till grade 11 and they will be directly qualified to their graduation. Mom, do you think this policy benefits the students, and Compared to the present curriculum, will this policy work even more better?
I think time will tell us, but many reforms, until they are implemented and practiced, and the government must have definitely taken the advice of many educationists. So we have to wait and watch rather than give our immediate decision on it or our views on it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next up, we have Yash Ahuja from 8th F.
Good afternoon, Krishna Didi ji. I am Yash Ahuja of grade 8th F. I am eagerly waiting to ask you a question. Ma'am, can you share your views on how Sadhu Vaswani's mission has benefited the youth of the country?
Sadhu Vaswani always believed that if a country has to become new, it is only through the youths. And therefore, he would always tell the youths that practice these few things, always live a simple life, believe in yourself, believe and achieve. And yes, acquire degrees, acquire law, acquire education, but use your knowledge for service. So if youths, they follow Sadhu Vaswani's ideals of simplicity, of believing in themselves, and using all their energies in serving mankind, then truly not only India, but the entire world can become new.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Sai Ruchi from 7C.
Good afternoon, Didi. I'm highly obliged to know what qualities do we need to adapt in the present education system?
What qualities? At the moment, you all need a lot of patience because you all are doing online classes, so you all need a lot of patience, you all need a lot of concentration. It's very difficult to focus on online classes for long because there is no interaction between the student and the teacher. That personal touch is missing, so you need to be less distracted, and definitely you need to be disciplined in life. So if you follow these, I'm sure you will be successful.
That was a wonderful answer, ma'am. Thank you. Next, we have Anish Agarwal from 7th G.
Good afternoon, Krishna Kumari Didi ji. I am Anish Agarwal of grade 7G, and I have a question for you. If given a chance, would you like to attend an online session with us?
Definitely, I would love to come and join and learn all that you all are learning from your teachers. I will be very happy to do so.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Next up, we have Arohan Arora from 8th A.
Morning, Didi ji. Sorry, good afternoon, Didi ji. I am Arohan Arora of class 8A, and I have a question for you. What attracted you to be a part of the Sadhu Vaswani mission?
It was a natural process as from my childhood, our entire family was connected with Dada, and both our masters, they had such they were academically so brilliant. They had such promising careers open ahead of them. But in spite of it, they chose to follow the path of service and sacrifice. And this really had an indelible impression on my minds. And I always aspired to be a tiny drop in their ocean of love.
Thank you, Didi ji.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your views on all the aspects. I'm sure all of us will cherish these moments for many days to come. Let us all watch a video of our beloved Dada J.P. Vaswani, which is based on true friendship, and celebrate his life by remembering him in our hearts.
children of St. Emira schools, sisters and brothers, my heart is touched with silence, and I do not know what to say to you. Will you help me to find out words which I may speak to you? I am so happy to be in your midst once again on this festive occasion. I feel grateful to every one of you for having called me here and given me an opportunity of meeting you all, of seeing your sweet, tiny faces, your sparkling eyes. Whenever I come to such gatherings, whenever I come and meet you, whenever I come and see you, I recall the days that I spent when I was in the school myself. We all have passed through this experience. And as I was sitting here in your midst, I remembered how some time ago a question was put to me. They said to me, who is a true friend? What are the qualities of a true friend? And to get the correct answer to this question, I referred ancient books. I read in that book, he tells us many things concerning friendship. And he says in one place, Aristotle is a great, but in one place he says, Aristotle says, my friends, there are no friends. My friends, there are no friends. I said to myself, how can that be so? Surely there are friends. How can there be no friends? Then one day it occurred to me to ask that question, put that question to my beloved master, Sadhu Vaswani. I went up to him and I said to him, Dada, we used to call him Dada. Dada, there is one question to which I have not been able to get an adequate answer. Nobody has been able to give me the correct answer. Nobody has been able to give me a satisfactory answer. I have read so many books, but not one book deals with this question in the way which may satisfy me. So I went up to him and I put to him this question. I told him, tell me, who is a true friend? What does it mean to be a true friend? What are the qualities of a true friend? What are the marks of a true friend? Sadhu Vaswani's answers were always direct, to the point. His answers were brief to every question. His answers were very brief. And do you know what answer he gave me? He said, I would wish you to remember these words. He said, a true friend is one who knows my faults and failings, who knows my weaknesses and imperfections, who knows the dark side of my life, and yet he continues to love me. Who is a true friend? A true friend is one who knows, who's aware of the dark side of my life, but not on that account will he leave me. He will continue to shower his love on me. He knows my faults, he knows my failings, he knows my weaknesses, he knows my imperfections. He knows the dark side of my life, and yet he continues to love me. How true it is that such a friend is God. That is perfectly true. God knows everything about us. He knows our weaknesses and imperfections, and still he continues to love us. He says to us, come unto me, my child, come unto me, my friend, and I shall do everything for you. God does not tell us, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong. How can I talk to you? How can I let you come near me? No. God said, I am your true friend. These are the words of God. He stands with open arms, saying to each one of us that I am your true friend. I know, I am aware of your faults and failings, your weaknesses and imperfections. But my love transcends them all. My love is greater. Your imperfections, your sins, your crimes may be very great, but my love is greater than all those transgressions. Come unto me, my child, and I shall do the very best for you. Such is God. Such is God. And remember, and remember, if there is a secret, today you cannot share it with anybody. You will share it with your friend, with someone whom you regard as your friend, but that friend has many friends. So she will go and tell them, please don't tell anybody, I'm only telling you. Then that friend has many other friends. And she will go to her friends, she will tell them, don't tell anybody, but I am telling it to you. And the next day the whole school will know. All the students will know. And you will wonder, I shared the secret only with one. How did the whole school come to know about it? God is the one friend with whom you can share your innermost secrets. Others will sometimes laugh at your childish ways. They will scoff at your attitudes. But God is the one who will always understand. Because He loves us. As I said, He loves us more than an earthly mother loves her only child. And love is ever understanding. Love is ever patient. Love is ever forgiving. Go to God after you have done a wrong thing. Confess to God. He forgives you. He forgives you before you have forgiven yourself. If there is one lesson which the Meera school has to teach you, my dear sweet children, remember, if there is one lesson the Meera school has to teach you, it is this: learn to go to God again and again, again and again. For even the slightest thing, go to God. Closer is He to you than breathing, nearer than hands and feet. Closer is He to you than breathing, nearer than hands and feet. These are the words of the great poet Tennyson. We don't have to go out in search of God. We don't have to fix an appointment with Him. God, I want to meet you, please, can you give me an appointment? No, no, no. He is available to you all the 24 hours of the day and night. Wake up in the middle of the night. Wake up at 2 o'clock in the night. He is there with you. He is available to you all the 24 hours of the day and night. Go to God again and again. And therefore, cultivate some sort of relationship with Him. This is very, very important. Tell God, you are my mother, I am your child. Or you are my father, I am your child. Or you are my friend, I am your friend. Or you are my master, I am your servant. Or you are my brother, I am your sister. Cultivate some sort of relationship with God and go to Him again and again. And you can change this relationship as often as you want. In the morning, you make God your mother. In the evening, you make Him your friend. Come along, my friend, we'll go out together for a walk. You don't need anybody else. Girls run after boyfriends for nothing, when their true friend is always with them. Boys, today they'll be going about with you. Tomorrow you will find them going about with other girls. Boys are like that. but God will always be with you. How many of you will try to cultivate friendship with God? How many? Truthfully, don't look at each other and then lift up your arms. Cultivate friendship. Have developed some sort of hands down, I'm very happy. Develop some sort of relationship with him. Next time when I come to you, I will ask you this question. What is the relation that you have developed with God? Then you should be able to tell me immediately. I think of God as my brother. I think of God as my boyfriend. I think of God as my father. I think of God as my mother. Do you know what is the relationship that I have created with God? I think of him as my mother. Every day, I do not know how many times I go to him and tell him, Ma, you are with me, isn't it? You are taking care of me. I want to love you. I want to love you more and more. I want to love you more than anything in the world. I don't know how many times I go to God. This is the one lesson that the Meera school has to teach, because this is the one lesson that Meera taught the world. Saint Meera, she even told her husband. She told her husband, when her marriage took place, wedding took place, she was very frank with her husband. She told him, I have a boyfriend. I will not leave him. And her husband was shocked. In those days, so many centuries ago, for girls to have boyfriends, he was shocked. And he asked her, who is your boyfriend? Then why did you get married to me? Then she told him, Mere to girdhara gopal, dusaro na koi. Mere to girdhara gopal, dusaro na koi. You must walk in the footsteps of Meera. Cultivate some relationship with God. But I will not keep you longer. I feel very grateful to you once again for this beautiful meeting that we have had this afternoon.
That was a beautiful message by Dada. And as always, he's inspired us all in many ways. We now have music department who will sing a bhajan, Prabhu Aapki Kripa Se, for us.
प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। तकलीफ और तंगी में एक तू ही मददगार, उठाए है अंजलि के जन्मों सारे भार। करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी, सब काम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। करते हो तुम प्रभु जी, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। दादा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, सब काम हो रहा है, सब काम हो रहा है।
That was a soulful rendition. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Once a great man whispered, feeling thankfulness and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. I would now like to propose a vote of thanks to Didi Krishna Kumari, who has shared her wonderful experiences with us. Manju Nachani ma'am, principals of various Sadhu Vaswani schools, Chairman Sir, Hira ma'am, the management, mission members, Pranay sir, and all the teachers and students of the Sadhu Vaswani International School, Hyderabad, for being a part of this wonderful e-gathering. And a special gratitude to Hira Rapani ma'am for organizing this event and giving us students a chance to witness such a beautiful and memorable interaction with Didi Krishna Kumari. This is indeed a beautiful way of reminiscing all the wonderful teachings and thoughts preached by our beloved Dada. And thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Dada Sham.